Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of TV Junkie JennaRation. Okay, this is going to be an early review of Showtime's Nurse Jackie, which is in its final and 7th season. It airs Sundays at 9 p.m. on Showtime. And look, I know there's already been a couple episodes of Nurse Jackie, so it's a little weird I'm doing this early review. But I didn't want to do it before the premiere because I didn't even want to have the chance of accidentally giving any spoilers away. But I have screened the entire 7th season, which is the final season. So this early review will be, reviewing the entire season without giving away any spoilers because this is, the last season of Nurse Jackie. Obviously, we know Nurse Jackie is about, Jackie has a drug addiction and how that's affected her life and all the craziness that goes with it. So let's get right into it. All right, pro number one. This final 7th season really moves swiftly through the storylines, and there's a lot going on with all the characters. We have Coop and Carrie, who are in a relationship together. How that's going to end up. We have Zoe. She's got some new scholarly, so to speak, adventures coming up. That's her storyline. And also we have Coop saying goodbye to All Saints Hospital. And Peter Facinelli, who plays Coop, asked to be let out of his contract last season, so obviously they obliged that. So he is going to be leaving All Saints, and I won't give away the reason why. So that's also a big storyline. And then finally, there is a big twist that happens that I'm not going to give away that I feel will probably move us into a nice wrapped up conclusion of Jackie's story. But there is a big storyline coming. So those are the first pros, and I'm excited about that. They have so many great characters on the show, and they're so funny. I love that they all are kind of getting their own storylines. So pro number two, Showtime never forgets that, this is about Jackie's struggle with addiction, which is a very serious disease that a lot of people suffer with. She's got the mission to stay a nurse. She loves being a nurse, and she's good at being a nurse. And she wants to get the help she needs. She wants to reconnect with her family and, beat her addiction. So Jackie's got a lot going on this season that she needs to rectify and come to terms with and beat her addiction. And Edie Falco, who plays Jackie Payton, Nurse Jackie, does a beautiful job of really breathing life into these struggles and making it a reality. Edie Falco, there was a quote, she said, I think it was around season 1 or 2, that people were coming up to her when Nurse Jackie first started saying, hey, high five, hey, I do the same drugs as you do. And it was upsetting to her that people were thinking that it's kind of cool to do drugs. And it's not. So this is why we're kind of seeing a lot of consequences for her actions. And this season, she is really hit hard with consequences for her actions in every part of her life: work, love, family, everything. And so there is a lot of really good, juicy storylines going on with Jackie this season. And it can be, heartbreaking at times this season. It was heartbreaking, but it was riveting. You can't look away. And I think that's what a good show is all about. So that's a second pro. All right, so I was trying to think of some cons. There's not that many because Nurse Jackie is such a good show and a realistic show. But if I had to pick one, con number one would be because they're wrapping up the show and there are so many characters that everybody loves that have interesting storylines this season. They're multifaceted. So it can feel a little jumbled at times. The characters can feel a little bit stretched, and you could feel like they're really trying to wrap everything up in one season, but also do justice to these characters. That's it for the pros and cons. To be honest with you, I give Nurse Jackie 9 hair flips for sure. I think it's a great show. It's been a really engulfing show if you watch it. I'm sad it's going to end. It can be riveting. It can be soul-crushing at times, but it's also honest and truthful, and I feel like you as viewers will be satisfied with what you see in this final season. Merritt Weaver, who plays Zoe, who is freaking fantastic. Don't you just love her? Love the way she stands. She had a quote, she said that the writers knew it was the last season going in, so they got to have the best final season they could. And then when someone asked Merritt how she, you know, if it was hard to say goodbye to this character that she spent so much time with. She said, here's her quote. She said, "But you don't lament it's over. You're incredibly grateful that you got to play somebody so fun and you got to work with best of the best." And, you know, she won an Emmy too, so she definitely proved her merit, and she's just as good as the rest of the characters on the show. So that is my early review of the final season of Nurse Jackie. Sad to say, 9 hair flips. You got to watch it. It airs Sundays at 9 p.m. on Showtime. If you haven't seen it yet, you can catch up with it on Hulu or Amazon Prime. Trust me, it's worth it. It's a great show with great actors, great storylines. There's no fluff. It's all real, and it's, you know, all get you right in there. So Showtime, Sundays at 9 p.m., Nurse Jackie. That's my final early review for the last season of Nurse Jackie, 9 hair flips. I'll see you next time on TV Junkie Generation.